Hi, my name's Daniel. This is my lovely wife, Courtney. We've been married about a year.
We met online in September. We moved in together in December, and we got married in April. Everything happened very, very quickly for us. We got married for all of the wrong reasons. About 2 months into our marriage, we weren't sure if we were actually going to stay together or not. August. I really wanted to go back to church, and Daniel had grown up at Knott Avenue, so we went to try Knott Avenue and see if we liked it, and the moment I walked in, I knew I was home, and I didn't want to go to another church. And it was
2 weeks after that, she dragged me to Married for Life. Kicking and screaming. I went for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
About 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks until we started talking to counseling sessions with Edgar, and completely changed our relationship. The videos he showed us, the talking, our communication completely changed. We were getting to know one another for the first time in our life, and it was amazing. It was wonderful, and I thank God every day for it. Every day for Edgar and Married for Life, Knott Avenue's church, the retreat, everything was just, I don't know where I would be without Knott Avenue and Married for Life, and without Courtney dragging me and kicking me and screaming.
I prayed a lot after we started going back to church, and Daniel rededicated his life at Knott Avenue, and I don't know where we would be without our Christ-centered marriage. Unfortunately, Daniel is my third husband, and I'm his second very serious relationship, and we have 6 children in between us, and we don't want to make the same mistakes that we made in the past. And so Knott Avenue and Married for Life has been quite a blessing. I can actually tell you that I believe we have a Christ-centered marriage, and we are very joyful. We're not just happy in situations anymore. It's more of a joyful marriage. And I don't know where we would be if we hadn't met and we hadn't gone down this path that we've gone down.
Hi, my name is Maloney Vasquez, and I'm joined here with my wife, Karina Vasquez. We have been married now for 4 years. We got married on January 8th of 2011. We have 2 beautiful boys. We have Evan, who's 4 years old, and Nathan, who's 9 years old. We really shouldn't be here before you. Our relationship shouldn't even exist. We began in the rockiest of ways. Our relationship was that of it was a product of an adulterous affair. I was previously married. I began seeing Karina while I was married. Got divorced, and from there we moved in together, and it was turbulent, very turbulent.
And then we started going to church on Saturday evenings, still not married, and we can feel this, well, at least I felt this spirit speaking to me, but I didn't do anything. I didn't come from a family going to church every weekend or Bible study or anything like that. So once we started going to church, it was different, and I thought it was going to be better, but brought more issues because we were not putting nothing into practice or anything like that.
Right. I knew of God. I knew of God before I met Karina, but I didn't have the relationship that I have with Christ now. It's been a huge blessing being able to go to Knott Avenue and Married for Life every Wednesday night. We knew we had to. Our relationship, our marriage after we got married, it was going nowhere. We didn't know what we were doing. We were bickering all the time. A lot of our issues ended up in not talking for like a week. So we knew we needed to get right. We knew we needed to get better right away. So that's when we started going to Married for Life on Wednesday nights, and it took time. And it was a process, but we put all these things that we were learning into practice, and here we are now, a product of Christ's love, of Christ's mercy, of Christ's grace, more than anything, because we were able to forgive ourselves. We knew we were forgiven, but we were able to forgive ourselves. My ex-wife told us that, or told me that she had forgiven us, and that helped out a lot too. And I know Christ had put that in her heart as well. So it's all Christ. We give it all to Christ. That's why we're here before you. We want for everyone else out there to know that if this relationship here can survive and go through what it did in the beginning and go through this type of a rocky beginning, all that matters is how we're going to finish the race. And so far right now, as it looks, we're not wavering. We're going to keep running. We're going to keep going, and we're going to keep our eyes set on Christ.
And like I heard one time, I went to a Sunday church, and I heard Pastor Edgar say that he started going to church because his wife wanted him to go, and that spoke to me. I started going to church because he asked me, you need to start going to church if you want to continue this relationship. So I started going to church just to please him, but after that, within time, my heart started growing for Christ, and I started going because I wanted to have that relationship with Christ. Then I stopped thinking to please him at that time in that scenario. But now that I've been done my Bible study, my word every day with God, and everything, I feel like everything is possible with God.
Amen.
Thank you for visiting our website. My name is Edgar Garcia. I am one of the leaders at Married for Life. We're excited just to see what this ministry is here at Knott Avenue 4, and excited to see what God is doing with it. One of the reasons why this ministry kind of birthed was out of necessity. And not out of necessity for other couples, but out of necessity for my wife and I. I've been married now 12 years to my lovely wife, April Garcia. And we knew that we needed something that would help our marriage. So we started this ministry, Married for Life, about 8 years ago. And it's been just awesome to see what God has done, how He has transformed marriages. We don't exist here to have happy marriages. We want couples to come in with the knowing that happiness is not the end all. We want them to have joyful and fruitful marriages. We want them to have Christ-centered marriages, because the reality is this: there's plenty of happy marriages out there, but they're worthless. Because in light of the gospel, in light of eternity, that's what we're here for. And that's what we want people to understand. That's what we want marriages to understand. That it's not about their horizontal relationship more than it's about their vertical relationship with Jesus Christ. And that's what we teach on Wednesday nights. That's what we want couples to understand and learn, that when their marriage is focused on Christ, the icing on the cake is this horizontal relationship that they have with their spouse. That's the icing on the cake. But there are first and foremost, most important goal is that they have Christ-centered marriages. So if you're hurting, you're struggling, we don't care of your background. We don't care about the hidden skeletons in your closet, whether it's a product of divorce, whether it is a product of an affair, whatever it may be, whether you are in a live-in situation, that doesn't matter to us. We want to come alongside your journey and partner with you and walk with you and teach you what Christ has to say about marriage, because there's plenty to learn through the Word of God, and that's what we are. And that's why we're here. So we'd love for you to join us on Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock at Knott Avenue Christian Church in the auditorium. Childcare is provided. So come. If you have kids, bring them. And we'd love to get to know you. We look forward to meeting you.